The sky replacement tool has been a feature in Photoshop since late 2020. It's a really powerful addition that makes it easy to replace a sky in seconds with incredible results. The original real life sky in this shot doesn't look too bad, but head to Edit and Sky Replacement to see what alternatives Photoshop can conjure up. By default, there's a selection of blue skies and sunset skies. It helps to choose one that somewhat matches the conditions in the original shot for a more realistic result. This option from the spectacular category fits the image pretty well. It adds both stormy clouds, clearer skies, and even a heavenly glow of sunlight onto the finish line. Once you've chosen a sky, play around with each slider to find the best result. Shift Edge determines how much of the original sky is blended with the replacement. The higher end of the slider even extends the lighting onto the strip in this photo, which helps with the realism by simulating reflection. Fade Edge can result in haloing around objects, so eyeball the best result while dragging the slider from side to side. The brightness slider can help to match the overall tones of the sky with the original scene. Likewise, adjusting the temperature slider can really help to blend the sky with the surroundings. Try to match the warmth of the scene to the type of lighting in the new sky. The flip checkbox is really handy to match the direction of light to the original scene. Under the foreground adjustment settings, there are a few more options to try out. Setting the lighting mode to screen can sometimes generate better results, depending on the overall brightness of the image. For this photo, multiply works best. Color adjustment is a setting that can be really useful for sunset shots to match the hues of the scene to the new sky. The great thing about this tool is the entire effect can be outputted as new layers, complete with layer masks, so you can continue refining the result. There may be some areas that have been blended into the sky too much. Since the sky replacement tool has been outputted to layers with masks, you can correct any mistakes like this turbine. Since this shape has clearly defined edges, a quick selection with the polygonal lasso tool can mask out the area with a black fill. While there are already some really epic looking skies to choose from by default in the sky replacement tool, you can also import your own. Here's a free image with a lovely vibrant sunset from Pexels. The subject of this scene can be quickly erased with the content aware fill, just so it doesn't encroach into any photos the sky is applied to. This New York photo is another prime candidate for a sky replacement. Create a new sky group named Custom to keep your own import separate from Photoshop's default options. Click the new icon and navigate to the image to import it. This new sky gives the city shot a lovely sunset vibe. Let's play around with those sliders to find the best result. This particular image suffers from bad haloing, so the fade edge value is completely reduced. Increasing the temperature quite far towards yellow also helps to tie in the clouds to the warmth of the scene, which works well for a sunset shot. The illumination of the buildings suggests the image works best in its original orientation without being flipped. And finally, quite heavy lighting and colour adjustments help to enhance the contrast of the scene and blend the vibrant glow of the sunset with the tones of the foreground. There are some areas where the sky selection hasn't accurately outlined the buildings. Activate the background layer, then choose the quick selection tool. Paint over the building to generate a selection. Then paint with black within the layer mask of the sky layer to erase the clouds from this area. The quick selection tool does a good job of automatically selecting areas with a defined edge. Just make sure you have the layer with the original photograph selected. Then select the layer mask again to paint within the mask, not onto the canvas.